Welcome back. That's kind of like a Paul Bearer thing. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. We are the Peacekeepers. I have gone through, in between the last video and this one, to attend to all of the bases and all of like the worker output and the build queues, as you kind of need to do when you have like 9 bazillion bases as we do. We probably should add more. Like, that's the reason why I marked off this guy here. Probably should be putting one out somewhere in here, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, point is, lots of bases, lots of things to tend to. Try to minimize that by doing it in between videos. Let's get back into it. Ooh, finally, sunspot activity has ended. Our communications have been restored. We can now go do things like see if Deirdre wants to call off this dumbass war, considering that she's going to be friends with us sooner rather than later, kind of. And also see if we can get some techs out of the Morganites and the university. The Gaians have built a longevity vaccine, which is a good secret project. I don't remember 100% what it does, but I just remember it being good. In other games where I'm not fighting all the time, I usually try to build it. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear wearing dichromatic fucking goggles or whatever that is. Like Lenin things. Whatever. Actually, I like the art here. I do like the Zakharov portrait. It's pretty good. Anyway. Switch to main screen. Well met, Brother Lal. I am now called Provost Zakharov, and I act as the voice of the university whose intent is to pursue pure research unfettered by outside motives and meddling. I see you and your minions have flourished on this unforgiving world. I am under attack by the forces of the monopolistic CEO Morgan of the Morganites, who is bent on achieving total monopolistic control of all of the planet's resources. If you will join me in resisting this ruthless invasion, I shall speak a pact of brotherhood with you, and provide you with 50 energy credits to cover your expenses. I shall also share with you all of my information on bioengineering. Bioengineering gives you clean reactors, which is a pretty good tech. He's offering a pact of brotherhood. He's also offering me credits and some tech, and he wants me to declare war or vendetta against the Morganites. I don't think I'm going to do that because I think I can pump the Morganites for maybe some more tech as well. So I'm just going to say, too bad, you're on your own. I must caution you that my engineers have completed an advanced fusion speeder prototype. Attack 10, defense 3. Again, you already sped past him on that one. Your faction is indeed a mighty one, Brother Lyle, but my forces are yet strong, and I shall not allow you to plunder the wealth of this planet without cutting me in for a share. My price is your data on advanced spaceflight. Your faction is no longer significant, Provost Zakharov. We are peaceful researchers, Brother Lyle. Will you sign a treaty of friendship and leave us to study in peace? Of course. We must certainly strive to increase our knowledge. Splendid. My research and your humanitarian initiatives complement one another nicely. The university and the Peacekeepers have much to gain from this friendship. We shall commence trade and commerce at once. He's not submissive to me. Brother Lyle, your research facilities are the envy of planet. By the way, his might is wanting, my might's unsurpassed. That's probably because Morgan's about to finish him off, I'm guessing. Brother Lal, your research facilities are the envy of the planet, and none can surpass the expertise of your scientists. I warmly commend you for tireless pursuit of knowledge. This is the diametric opposite of Lady Deirdre getting pissy at me for my civic that I'm running for the economy. I'm running planned. She wants me to run green, so she's like, yeah, your planned economy does this or that. He loves I'm running knowledge. So this is him telling me, like, bro, you're doing such a good job. I love you so much. Have any further business? I don't think he has any research. Well, he does have research to give me, so let's see if we can trade it. Proposal to make. I desire access to your research data, and in return I offer some of my own research data. I believe your data on advanced spaceflight, D8, could have important implications for my research. I propose that you exchange this knowledge for my own files on bioengineering, B5. Interested? So I can counter-propose for retroviral engineering, which is a slightly higher conquer tech. As discussed previously, bioengineering gives us clean reactors, and clean reactors gives us essentially free units. We can put all of our minerals toward building. So let's take it.
Why do you insist that the human genetic code is sacred or taboo? It is a chemical process and nothing more. For that matter, we are chemical processes and nothing more. If you deny yourself a useful tool simply because it reminds you uncomfortably of your mortality, you have uselessly and pointlessly crippled yourself. Chairman Shen Jiyang, looking God in the eye.
Absolute banger of a tech for a number of reasons, not just for that excellent quote, which I gotta say, once again, Young brings the heat. He may be a pain in the ass in the game sphere, but in the tech reading sphere, he does a great job. Also, we have clean reactors now, so we're going to be in a position where we can build all of our units to have clean reactors and thus remove entirely the concern of our military units having any sort of impact on our ability to build stuff at home. So here is where shit gets really real. Bioengineering, thank you very much. Okay, flavor text. Gene splicing and neural grafting exemplify crude and invasive techniques for modifying an organism. The more refined bioengineering method arranges a desired genetic code directly from the component compounds, enabling widespread and economical cellular transplants for an entire population. Have we any further business? I don't think he has any more tech, but let's just check to make sure. I have another proposal, research data, offer my own research data. Oh, we got more. Brother Lyle, I know I have been accused of conducting unethical research, but I think you will find that I am a man of reason. Let us exchange knowledge on a quid pro quo basis. I will share my files on retroviral engineering. You must in turn fully disclose your files on photon wave mechanics. Let's see here. Yeah, that is satisfactory.
The academician's private residences shall remain off limits to the genetic inspectors. We possess no retroviral capability, we are not researching retroviral engineering, and we shall not allow this council to violate faction privileges in the name of this ridiculous witch hunt. Fedor Petrov, Vice Provost for University Affairs.
Methinks the Vice Provost protests too much. That's half the fun. Okay, so we got retroviral engineering in this trade. Retroviral engineering, a specialized branch of bioengineering, uses engineered viruses to deliver genetic alterations. This application can be used for peaceful healing purposes, but can also be twisted by the same militant researchers behind advanced military algorithms into a weapon of terrible destruction. Do we have another proposal to make? I think we do. Let's just see if we can exhaust this whole research data thing. Let's get through that tree. Through cooperation, we can achieve mutual satisfaction of needs. Will you transmit your files on advanced ecological engineering, B7, in exchange for my information on neural grafting, C4? Think how humanitarian initiatives could be enhanced by proper use of such knowledge. I will try to talk him down to instead of giving him B7, the build 7, pretty advanced tech here, I'm going to try to talk him down to Centauri meditation, which is ecology 5, or explore 5, excuse me.
The Isle of the Deep is really not a single creature, but a colony of thousands of individual tubules, an aquatic vector of the mindworm which terrorizes planets' continents. Over its lifetime, certain tubules secrete a tough glue-like substance which hardens to form the characteristic shell that floats the colony and creates the appearance of a rogue island. Lady Deidre Sky, A Comparative Biology of Planet.
Fun discussion of Isles of the Deep. We now can build an empath in our bases for talents. We have increased energy production and fungus squares. Some of the techs that we get going forward are going to make the fungus more viable to keep in your base. So all of the eradication I'm doing right now probably will look stupid to people who know how to min-max this thing. But again, no one's watching this, so who gives a shit? Flavortech says, Centauri empathy and ecological engineering reveal the vastness and complexity of the ecosystem on planet. Research into Centauri meditation illuminates the next, almost terrifying step, the attempt to communicate directly with planet itself. Do we have more text to trade? here's the thing. I've kind of surged forward in my tech exploration and research, and what I really want to do is try to backfill some of this tech stuff with old techs or commonly held techs that other factions already have, because that'll allow me to prevent my researchers from wasting a breakthrough on a tech that everybody else already has. So that's what's, makes this worthwhile. So I've tried to trade again. He says, my cartographers are attempting to compile a complete map of this planet. Will you exchange a copy of your own maps for my information on neural grafting? And that is just a good deal. So let's do it.
I think, and my thoughts cross the barrier into the synapses of the machine, just as the good doctor intended. But what I cannot shake, and what hints as things to come, is that thoughts cross back. In my dreams, the sensibility of the machine invades the periphery of my consciousness. Dark, rigid, cold, alien. Evolution is at work here, but just what is evolving remains to be seen. Commissioner Pravin Lal, Man and Machine.
What a handsome faction leader that guy is. Okay, flavor text says, the insatiable drive for efficiency spawned by industrial automation drives the development of neural grafting. This new technology, based on secrets of the human brain, allows attachments of digital circuitry directly to the neural cortex. With these implants, individuals willing to undergo neural grafting can enhance many aspects of their physical being, from heightened senses to faster reaction times. And one of the ways we're going to see that in game is that we now are able to put 2 special abilities on our units, not just 1, which will be good because we have clean reactors now, and we're going to put clean reactors on everything. Wait, there's yet more space tech on this. Alright, I have another proposal to make. I want your data. Give me your data. See, I think I've run out of stuff to give him, as evidenced by the fact that he asked for my maps. So I'm going to say my goodwill and friendship. No. Okay, so I think we're good. And we're definitely good, because he says, my apologies, brother, but I simply haven't all day to talk. Zakharov out.
Production complete.
Despite my best preparatory efforts, drone rights continue. You can now see we have empaths here who give us 2 psych like doctors did. Doctors are no longer assignable because we have a better talent now. 2 psych and also 2 econ. So that's good. What's not good is that we have drone rights.
I maintain nonetheless that yin-yang dualism can be overcome. With sufficient enlightenment, we can give substance to any distinction. Mind without body, north without south, pleasure without pain. Remember, enlightenment is a function of willpower, not of physical strength. Chairman Shen Jiyang, SS on Mind and Matter.
Okay, we have researched monopole magnets. And the big thing here is that we can build mag tubes. For all of the roads that we have built already in our infrastructure in the game up through this point, we can now place mag tubes down, which are almost instantaneous travel. You put a mag tube down right here, and you put it right here as well. As long as there's an unbroken chain of mag tubes from base to base, it'll go, one movement here to that new base, and you don't have to worry about using multiple turns to traverse. Flavor text says, magnetism, like electricity and gravity, is one of the fundamental forces of the universe. Prior to research in superstring theory and silk-steel alloys, all known magnets were dipolar, with a north and south pole. Development of a monopole magnet permits radical new applications for science and industry.
Terraform complete.
of the new buildings that we can build is the Centauri Preserve. It was unlocked by Centauri meditation. It reduces the effect of industry on planet's ecology, and any alien life forms you breed at the base now gain a +1 life cycle bonus. A +1 life cycle bonus is the same thing as a +1 morale for a human troop. So yes, we can now build our own damn mind worms, and if we have this Centauri meditation building, or excuse me, the Centauri Preserve building, then those units that we build here will have the equivalent of additional experience. So let's just build one here to see what happens.
Turn complete.
Alright, this is rapidly going to get us in the same territory as a video from about 3 videos ago, where we only advanced like 8 years in-game because of all the tech stuff, but it's probably a good idea, after all that Zakharov trading, to see what Morgan can give me. Hello, brother. Your loyal followers remain a force to reckon with. Greetings from CEO Morgan of the Morganites. Were you aware that my hated enemy, Provost Zakharov of the University, now spends most of his time dreaming up new ways to exterminate our species? Let us join forces and put an end to his unethical methods. I like both of you. Sorry. Certainly not. Zakharov is my friend. I must caution you that my engineers have completed an advanced Chaos Battery prototype. Attack 8. So he's like 5 levels of attack behind me. The first units are entering service now, rendering my forces practically invincible. Your faction is indeed a mighty one, Brother Lau, but my forces are yet strong, and I shall not allow you to plunder the earth, blah 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 blah. His price is monopole magnets. Your faction is no longer significant, CEO Morgan. Brother Lau, I must confess, I'm a little bit... He just totally ignores me calling him insignificant. He's strapped for cash. If you can spare me 315 energy credits, which I can because I have 631, I can make a generous payment plan of 5 credits per month, or excuse me, per year for 100 years. No, not going to do that. Brother Lau, our visions are compatible and our interests convergent. Will you swear a pact of brotherhood with me that we may sweep all before us? No, because that would put me in direct conflict with the university, and I don't want to do that. So, sorry, my plans dictate otherwise. Have it your way then, Brother Lau, but bear in mind that a friendship is a two-way street. Now he's mad at me about my planned economy. Do we have any further business? Let's just see what kind of research data he's got. Perhaps it's research data. Nope, he's got none. So we've already, thanks to the trading with Zakharov, looks like we are now ably ahead of everybody else. One last comlink thing, or 2 last comlink things, I guess. This is a lot of yakking it up on the old yak box, but that's one of the things that makes this game great. Anyway, the Gaians are seething at us. She says, there is yet time to reconsider your earlier arrogance. Will you trade me your data on retroviral engineering for an end to this vendetta, Brother Lau, or will you risk total destruction at my hands? Do your worst. There we go. This senseless destruction will surely cause irreparable harm to planet's ecology. I urge we mend our differences and pledge blood truce. So she wants to pledge blood truce. I rejected her earlier thing to extort a technology out of me. So let's just go, yeah, let's have blood truce. It is as you say. The violence must end. I pledge myself, Deirdre of the Gaians, to blood truce with the Peacekeepers. She is belligerent. She yells at me about planned economy. We don't have any further business. She probably wouldn't even be inclined to trade me anything even if we had further business. Let us go ahead and contact... First, I'm going to take my unit out of here, because if I leave it in there, it'll be given to the faction that I trade this base to, and I want to trade to Yang, because Yang already has a string of bases here. He can more ably defend it. I don't want to give it to, like, Santiago and have her just, like, have a weird rando base in the middle of this. Let's give it to our pact brother. Greetings to you, Brother Lau. You are always the most humane of us, and your followers the most loyal. Always a pleasure to be of service. Pact Brother, I am now uploading my most recent world map exploration data to your external computer. Cleared up some things for me. Do you have any further business? I have a proposal to make. Very well, what do you desire from me? But what is it I can give you? Will you accept a small token of my goodwill and friendship? You mean a gift? I like gifts. What did you have in mind? I shall turn over one of my bases to you. And which base do you offer me? Good question. I gotta figure out what the goddamn name on this. Oh, yeah, that's right. Deirdre's Fishery. Deirdre's Fishery. So be it, brother. Your gift will be remembered. Somehow doubt that. Okay. Now we're done. We're done with all this diplomacy crap. You can see here now it's a hive base. By the way, all the hive bases that I took over, I think, yeah, are now officially all... They've changed from the hive look, like this kind of hexagon looking thing, to what UN bases look like. And then Deirdre's base immediately turned into a hive looking base. That's interesting. I don't know what that is. Here are like the believers. This is what the believer bases look like. And here are the believer bases that I took over that now look like it looks like the Taj Mahal, but this is how the UN bases look. Anyway, fun stuff.
Production complete. Drone rides have ended. Production complete. Terraform complete.
Got ourselves a little believer incursion here to the east. And isn't that adorable? Just curious to see if they have there he is. There are more of them. I swear, if they are trying to settle on my land... Everybody stop trying to settle on me. Okay, we're good.
Turn complete.
Okay, I'm going to end this video a little earlier than usual because now with clean reactors that we've gotten from all of that tech trading we did, I have a bunch of unit workshop stuff to do, and that's not fun to watch me do on screen. It's just going to be me doing this. Hey, here's a unit, and then here's the ability it already has. Now let's add a second ability. It's clean reactors, requires no support, cost of 2, apply, and then just doing that over and over and over again and seeing which units that I can straight upgrade from its obsolescence to that. So it's going to just be a bunch of that. You don't want to watch that. I don't want you to watch that. I don't want you watching any of this shit. Which is why, quite frankly, right about this time, we always say, don't come back. Thank you for watching, by the way, but don't come back.